The book of Genesis is the first book of the Bible, and its name means origin or beginning. And that's exactly what it gives us. Genesis lays the foundation for everything we know about God, the world, and ourselves. In this book, we discover the first steps of God's plan, the purpose of humanity, and the conflict between good and evil that shapes the entire story of Scripture. Genesis begins by revealing God as the absolute creator. There is no chaos fighting against him, no competing gods, no cosmic struggle. There is simply a God who speaks, and what he speaks becomes reality. Light appears, the heavens take form, the waters separate, the land produces life, and finally, as the crown of creation, God forms human beings. Adam and Eve are created in the image of God, a truth that speaks of dignity, purpose, and relationship. They are placed in a perfect garden, the Garden of Eden, a place where humanity could walk with God in complete harmony. But that harmony did not last. A key figure appears, the serpent, a cunning creature that questions what God said. It deceives Eve, then Adam, and both choose to disobey God. That simple act breaks the perfect connection between God and humanity. Sin enters the world, and with it come death, pain, and separation. This moment is known as the Fall, and it marks a turning point in human history. From there, Genesis shows the consequences of sin spreading throughout humanity. Cain murders his own brother Abel. Violence fills the earth. Human wickedness becomes so great that God decides to send a flood to cleanse the world. But even in judgment, there is hope. God chooses Noah, a righteous man, and instructs him to build an ark. Through Noah and his family, God preserves life and gives humanity a new beginning. After the flood, God establishes a covenant with Noah, symbolized by the rainbow, reminding us that he is faithful and merciful even when humanity fails. Still, people fall again into pride. At the Tower of Babel, humanity attempts to reach heaven by its own strength, challenging God's authority. So God confuses their languages and scatters them across the earth. This act is not only judgment, it is also a reminder that God's purpose cannot be replaced by human ambition. The second half of Genesis shifts from the story of all humanity to the story of one family chosen by God to begin his plan of redemption. It all starts with Abraham. God calls him, promising him a land and descendants as numerous as the stars. Abraham, in faith, leaves his home and follows God's voice, becoming the father of faith. From him come Isaac, then Jacob, and from Jacob's 12 sons come the 12 tribes of Israel. One of the most powerful stories in Genesis is the story of Joseph, one of Jacob's sons. Joseph is sold by his own brothers, ends up as a slave in Egypt, and later becomes a prisoner. But even in suffering, God is with him. Through wisdom and divine favor, Joseph rises to become the second most powerful man in Egypt, and ultimately, he is the one who saves his family from famine. His story shows that even when people intend harm, God can take it and turn it into something good. In summary, Genesis is not just a collection of ancient stories. It is the foundation of our faith. It reveals who God is, creator, righteous, yet profoundly merciful. It reveals who we are, beings created with purpose, yet marked by a tendency to wander from him. And it shows that from the very beginning, God was already working to bring restoration, hope, and salvation. The central message of Genesis is this: even when humanity fails again and again, God remains faithful. From the very beginning, he sets in motion a plan to save us, a plan that continues throughout the entire Bible and and ultimately leads to Jesus,